Welcome to the video tutorial demonstrating how to set up your Epson Workforce 30 using ArTainium UV Plus sublimation inks. Before you install the EasyFlow bulk ink system, you should set up the printer with Epson supplied inks and driver. This will allow you to perform a nozzle check to ensure the printer is working properly. Record the alphanumeric number printed during the nozzle check, which is located on the top right-hand corner of the page. This will be needed during the product registration process. First, unpack all of your components and lay them out so we can be assured everything was included. ArTainium EasyFlow with bulk cartridge system, plastic tube support arm, 3 plastic dividers, 4 ArTainium UV Plus refill bags, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Protective rubber gloves, 4 syringes, alcohol prep swabs. Please note, the small tube support is not needed for this installation. Also, the included large tube support and lid holders can be discarded as they are not intended for use with the Workforce 30. Now we want to install the ink bags. First, remove the protective cap from each of the black valves on the refill bag. Ensuring each color is matched up properly with the correct ink line, secure the bags on the ink lines by screwing the male and the female valves together. Tighten them securely, but do not use excessive force. Open the valve on each bag after it has been securely fastened to the ink line by turning the black valve parallel to the ink tube. Now insert each plastic divider between each ink bag. Now we will show how to prime the dampers and ink lines. Place the bulk ink dampers upside down on top of the ink box, being very careful to avoid damaging the reset button. Notice how the reset button is not making contact with the ink box. With the syringe plunger pressed down, insert the tip into the septum of the damper. Next, slowly extract the plunger and ink will start to flow through the tubing and into the damper. Two syringe cycles may be needed in order to completely fill the dampers. We want to prime the line until a tiny amount of ink is extracted into the syringe. Repeat the process with a clean syringe for the remaining 3 colors. Note, this bulk ink system has 2 black channels, so there are a total of 5 lines to prime. The next step is to prepare the printer for the bulk system installation. Lift the lid and power on the printer. Once the printer has completed initialization, press the ink button 6 times as needed until the carriage returns to the ink loading position as shown. Next, we need to remove the cartridge lid. Remove the cartridge cover by using a flathead screwdriver to unclip one side. Then, in a twisting motion, pry the cartridge cover from the cartridge bay. It is normal for the hinges to break from the force. Note, the printer model shown may be slightly different than yours. Once the lid has been removed, gently insert the damper system into the cartridge bay. Use care to avoid damaging the reset button. The black dampers should be positioned on the left and the yellow on the far right. Firmly push the dampers into place. You should hear a slight clicking noise to ensure they are engaged. Again, please use caution to avoid damaging the reset button. Using the provided alcohol swabs, clean the areas shown so that the adhesive for the next components will stick securely. Remove the adhesive backing and install the plastic arm so it is aligned where the edge of the adhesive Velcro is situated at the upper right-hand corner of the docking station. Install the tubing by aligning the Velcro strips on the tubing with the Velcro strips on the arm. Press the ink out button to begin the cartridge recognition cycle. Once the cycle is complete, the ink out light should turn off. If the light does not turn off, follow the chip reset instructions to remedy. Also check that the dampers have been inserted firmly in place. When installing your paper, make sure the printable side is facing front. Slide the paper holders into place to secure your paper. Congratulations! You've successfully installed your ArTainium UV Plus Easy Flow bulk ink system. Be sure the printer is placed on a level surface next to the ink box.